Hi, welcome to Indu's International Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you the recipe for Kadala Curry, which is black chickpea curry. I have here about 3/4 cup of freshly grated coconut. You can also use a fresh frozen grated coconut that has been thawed, which is what I have done here. So I thawed it in the microwave, and now I'm going to roast it for about 6 to 7 minutes or so until it gets nice light brown color. So you have to, this is a very important step, and it takes some time and patience because you have to constantly be stirring it because you don't want to burn it. Okay, so this has been browning for about 7 minutes. See, it's become brown, and now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds or sauf and about 6 to 8 black whole peppercorns. So I'll just roast these two for another like 30 seconds or so, and then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of coriander powder. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of coriander powder to this too, and continue roasting for another 30 seconds, and then we are going to grind all this into a nice smooth paste. So I transferred all the mixture, the roasted coconut mixture, into the food processor, and then I'm going to saute lightly about half a medium-sized onion, thinly sliced, and just kind of roasting it slightly until it turns soft in about 2 to 3 minutes. And then grind that also along with the other coconut into a fine paste. So I have ground the coconut and the onions into a fine paste. So let's keep that aside for a while. Meanwhile, I also have boiled the black chana or kadala in a pressure cooker for about 3 whistles. And the kadala was pre-soaked for about 4 to 6 hours. So that becomes soft, and then I have pressure cooked it for about 3 whistles with some salt. So now we're going to kind of bring everything together. So I'm heating coconut oil about 1 tablespoon in the same pan. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and wait for them to splutter. Okay, once the mustard seeds start spluttering, I've added about 1/4 teaspoon of fennel seeds. So as they are getting slightly browned, now I'm going to add chopped tomatoes, and I have about 1 medium tomato chopped, so I'm going to add that. And continue sauteing until the tomatoes turn soft. Okay, the tomatoes have been cooking for about 2 minutes, and as you can see, it's softened. And now I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and about half a teaspoon of red chili powder. And this could be per your taste, but about half a teaspoon is usually sufficient to give it enough spice, but you can add more if you like. And now to this we will add the ground masala. So I'm going to add the ground paste here that we just ground before, and continue to mix everything well. So continue to lightly saute this. I'm also going to add some fresh curry leaves. Just continue to stir for about 1 minute or so. Okay, so now put the boiled black chickpeas or the kadala back on the stove. And as you can see, when I pressure cooked it before, there was still, I had cooked it with about 1 cup or slightly more of water. So we still have some water in there. So let it be, because we would, that will get some nice gravy in the curry. And then I'm going to add this masala or the tomato and the masala paste into this, and let this simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes. And at this point you can also add more water, or you can add water as needed, depending upon what kind of consistency you want in your curry. Generally I make it to eat it with vellappam, so we like a little bit of watery curry to eat with the appams. Right now I'm letting it simmer for about 2 minutes, and in fact this looks a little thick to me, so I'm going to add a little more water to this. So I added about half a cup of water, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 2 minutes. And at this point you can also check the seasoning and add more salt if needed. Okay, so it's been simmering for about 2 minutes now, and see, the consistency is nice and thick, but it still has like a lot of curry. And so at this point it's done. And turn the heat off, and your kadala curry is ready. You can serve it with either appams or rice.